everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is living their best life, and if you aren't, please do something today to put you on the path of living your best life. So this video is filmed the same day as a few other videos on this channel. Today I'm just feeling like doing a film day type of mood, you know, a film day type of vibe. But anyway, what I'm going to be talking about today in this video is my experience with eating straight plant-based foods and just straight vegan in general all through the month of February. So enjoy! Okay, so here are some of my experiences with eating just vegan in February. So for the month of February, or before the month of February, I wanted to get my health in check, and I wanted to see how I could start moderating my sugar intake and my salt intake, because I do go overboard on both of them, I will admit that. And well, not even sugar intake, processed sugar intake. So if you guys didn't already know, processed sugar is terrible for your body. But I don't know, ever since the womb I've just been straight addicted to it, and I've been trying to curb that addiction by eating healthier. But one thing that I've noticed with myself is that I'm either all in for something or I'm all out. So with, like, what I mean by that is, like, it's hard for me to moderate, okay? So when I eat like junk food, I tend to overdo it, and then when I eat healthy food, I have to go cold turkey. But I'm trying to mesh the two, so like, and when on days that I do want to eat some junk food, I don't want to eat too much of that junk food, and then on days where I'm like, okay, I just gotta eat healthy, I don't want to go overboard and deny myself whatever flavor or whatever food that I want to eat, because it's my life, you know. But in February, I challenged myself just to eat stuff that's straight out of like the produce aisle, the frozen fruits and vegetable aisle, and then I ate the occasional like date and oats, but that had only one ingredient. For the dates, it was just the dates, and then for the oats, it was just the oats. I didn't eat any processed food, really. Well, I did eat a processed food. I ate maple syrup. But again, the only ingredient was maple syrup. So it was weird. Like, the processed foods that I did eat, it only had one ingredient in it, and it was whatever was on the label. So for the maple syrup, it was just maple syrup. For oats, it was just oats. For the dates, it was just dates, you know? But then for the majority of the time, I just ate anything that was straight out of the produce aisle at my local grocery store, as well as the frozen fruit and vegetables in the form of smoothies, food. And that's why you see a lot of like of those cooking vids of me just eating like alkaline meals, vegetarian, well, not even vegetarian, vegan meals and stuff like that, because I was really trying to get my health in check. And it really did. For the first day, I decided to fast and just get rid of any toxins that were in my body in the first month. And in the beginning of that day, it was a struggle for me to fast, because I did have work that day, and they had us doing inventory on some of the food that's in the like in the convenience store or whatever you want to call it. I really don't even know what to call it, honestly. But they wanted us to do inventory on the food. And bro, when I tell you I was hungry for like the first 2 hours of my shift, I was like, wow. Like, I wasn't hungry for like the first hour because it was a early morning shift. I really wasn't hungry for the first 2 hours. I got hungry near the middle of my shift, and then by the end of it, I just gave up. I was like, it's not happening. I'm not gonna eat today, so it is what it is. I might as well just, stomach, you better shut up. Like, you're not getting food today. I'm sorry. But that's just like my little experience with that. I didn't do a full day of fasting though. I ended up breaking my fast at, I think, 6 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was 6 p.m. when I broke my fast that day. And what I broke my fast with was just, I think, fruits, if I'm not mistaken. Like fruits and water. And then I slept, and then for the following month, I just ate fruits, vegetables, whole foods. Well, not stuff from Whole Foods, but just like, you know, like foods that nourish the body. I began doing a little bit more research on the foods that I do put in my body to see what vitamins and nutrients I can get from those, or what vitamins and nutrients come with the fruits and vegetables. That's why in like a lot of the cooking videos down below, I would have in the description box resources that you can use to do your own research on the foods that you want to eat. And yeah, that was basically it. What I can say, I didn't see a lot of bloating. So I always had an issue with just bloating like in my lower belly. But this month, that bloating basically went away. And also, it's mostly for girls. On like your menstrual cycle, I did experience less cramps from just eating straight whole foods. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with, I guess, just this month, or if it probably was the foods that I was putting in my body, because I wasn't putting inflammatory or foods that inflame my system, so then I could experience the worst cramps ever. So if you do want to combat cramps, I would recommend trying just to eat more fruits and vegetables in your life, or put more fruits and vegetables and drink more water, because I did see a reduction in cramp pain. And what else can I say? Oh, another thing that I did experience while eating just straight vegan foods for this whole month, or just like non-processed foods for this whole month, is just a increase in energy, like a boost in energy and a boost in willingness to do stuff. So what I mean by that is, like, you know those days when you just feel lazy, lethargic, and you just want to lay in bed all day, you don't really want to do nothing, you just want to sleep and like eat and watch TV and stuff. Like, I didn't have any of those days all of February. A little bit towards the end of February, yes, I did have those days. But again, we're going into Pisces season. Whoop, whoop, me. Okay, we are going into Pisces season, and I guess the energies in the world is just kind of messing up my vibe. But yeah, like for the majority of the month, I was just doing something every single day. I had a lot of energy to just move around. I'm not gonna say I couldn't sit still. Like, I was going off the roof, jumping off the roof and stuff. Like, no, that wasn't my experience, but I felt like good to do stuff every single day, you know? I didn't have those days where I just felt like laying in bed. I didn't have those days where I felt like just, you know, skipping school and just doing nothing all day, you know? So yeah, that's one thing I can say about that. It did increase my energy. Yeah, man, it really wasn't, there really wasn't a lot of like changes that I observed that happened. The main ones were that I became more aware of what I was putting in my body, and now I have, I guess, increased awareness of how I can moderate my foods, and also like incorporate intermittent fasting on some days. On some days, just eat plant-based foods. On some days, eat a little bit of junk food, but don't go overboard. Like, I just became more aware of what I was putting in my body thanks to the research I was doing on the fruits and vegetables. Yeah, I just increased my awareness, got more energy. The cramps that I have during my menstrual cycle, it didn't subside all the way, but it was less. Like, I could see a difference. It wasn't like crazy pain, like somebody was killing me. And then yeah, that's basically it. Just more awareness, energy, less cramps, and I guess more willingness to do things. That's what I learned from this month of being consistent. I guess I can count this as like my first consistency is key video that is actually a success, because I did learn some good things about food, and I did learn that moderation is not impossible. I don't have to go cold turkey all the time. But on the days that I do go cold turkey, it's best to go cold turkey with stuff that I know is gonna add nutrients to my body. Words, mouth, work, help. And yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope everybody lives their best life. And with that being said, peace, love, and light to you all.